Trump gave an interview to Fox News over the weekend to Chris Wallace that has been, clipped relentlessly. A lot of good highlights in that. But like the main thing people were talking about is an argument that Trump got into with Chris Wallace over this cognitive test that he took, that he said he aced and was very proud of. And Chris Wallace brought up the fact that, the questions asked on this test are not exactly like, the SATs here. And Trump, of course, angrily demanded that, Chris Wallace, if he took the test, he would be surprised. Like the last 5 questions are really tough. So, you would, I think I'd love to see how you did on it. So I actually have a sample of the same kind of cognitive test that Donald Trump passed. And by the way, he passed this test 2 years ago. This wasn't administered over the weekend. So it's not exactly the most up-to-date measure of his mental acuity. So I would like now to administer to my co-hosts a cognitive test to just see how well your brains are functioning. So, this is a little difficult because a lot of the questions are visually based. So I'm going to endeavor to do my best to administer this test in an audio format to you 3 gentlemen. Are you ready to get your brains touched?
I am.
Always.
Okay. The first question, I would like you to imagine a clock, not a digital clock. This is a regular analog clock with, 2 hands or 3 hands, I guess. But, okay. So it's a clock. Picture it in your brain. There is one long arm of the clock is pointed at the number 2. The slightly shorter arm of the clock is pretty much aligned with the number 11. What time is that clock telling? A, 11 minutes past 10, B, 10 past 11, C, 10 past 10, or D, 2 minutes past 11?
B.
Virgil, your answer is B, 10 past 11?
I'm guessing B here.
Okay. Matt?
Yeah, that sounds so good.
But think hard about it. Picture it in your head. What if you were looking at your watch, what time would you tell someone if they asked?
I don't have a watch. And I've not seen an analog clock for several years.
Okay, well, this is part of the test, though. This is what's flexing those brain muscles here.
What else is part of the test? How to turn on a phonograph?
How to dance to Charleston is one of the questions. It's a diagram of a man with his hands on his knees, and it was like, is this the Lindy or the Charleston? Felix, what time is this clock telling?
Look, I don't really know how to read time unless it's in military format. That's the only way I can do it. It's the way I was taught. So I'm just going to go with B. I'm going to go with what everyone else has.
Okay. 10 past 11. You are correct. The clock is saying 10 past 11. But you have to be like, it's a little difficult though, because the hour and minute hands on this clock are sort of similar in size. It's kind of hard to tell which one is the long.
Well, that's what that's what my parents always told me about clocks. Watch out, they try to trick you. This is where it gets tricky.
Okay, moving on to the next question. All right, this is getting a little bit more difficult now. Certainly for me to administer. This is a visual text that asks what animals are shown in this picture. So I'm gonna describe to you without giving too much away these 3 animals. Okay, the first animal. Okay, it's covered in fur.
Dog.
No, we gotta wait. It's covered in fur. It has it has a tail, 4 legs, walking on 4 legs. It's got a tail. It's got a lot of fur. It's got a very big head, but it has a head that is made to look much larger because it has more hair around it than the rest of its body.
Tiger.
What?
Tiger.
But the head is made to look larger.
It has a large. I'm not trying to give away the game here. It has a large face that is accentuated by the large amount of hair that surrounds the face.
That's a lion.
Okay,
that's a lion.
Wait, it has
a
hair
lion.
and fur.
Yeah, well, it has fur, but it's covered in fur.
Oh, it's more fur.
It has more fur around its head.
That's absolutely a lion.
A boy lion.
Yes, it's a boy lion. Matt, your brain is fucked up as hell. You said tiger?
Yeah.
Dude.
Oh, no.
Unbelievable.
You don't know how to think.
Oh, no.
Unbelievable.
It also sounds like a yak.
Actually, you know what?
All right, no, we're not complicating this.
No, it could be a yak, Felix. It could be. You don't know. Yaks have very furry heads.
You're right. If it's one of those mule ox.
I know the people who made this test. They hate cats. Really despise those wretched creatures.
Okay. Animal number 2. Okay, this animal is gray in
It's
color.
a multi-animal
Yes,
intelligence test.
This is a
The ACTs only have 2 animals on them. This is like bullshit.
Okay, animal number 2. It is gray all over. It is very stout and kind of sort of tank-like in its body. It has a sort of a long face. It has 2 pointy ears, but it crucially has a very sort of large, long, curved object coming out of the front of its head.
Penis.
This is that's not an animal. That's ridiculous. I'm going to say a rhinoceros.
Okay.
Well,
Elephant?
I have to recuse myself because I heard the interview, so I know which one this is.
Okay, Virgil, what's your guess?
I kind of zoned out a little. Is it an elephant? You said a pointy ears and it has a protuberance from its head? That's
Yes,
curved?
from the very front of its head. It has a very curved protuberance coming out of the front of its face.
I know an elephant has one of those. It's gray?
Yes, it's gray.
Elephants are primarily gray.
Yes, they are.
They can be white or pink, but primarily gray.
Depending on how much. Depending
I'm
on how much
noticing
you
a lot of
drink.
I'm noticing a lot of cultural biases in this test. So I also have to I have to do double work here because I've got to anticipate the various biases of the people who crafted the test. And I imagine that they would be more familiar with the gray kind of elephant because they're Philistines.
I don't know. I do admit I have a privilege coming to this test. My parents got me all the wildlife books growing up. And I am able to identify a rhinoceros, a lion, all types of jungle beasts just from simple words.
Well, Felix, you are correct. This is, in fact, a rhinoceros, not an elephant.
My IQ, I'm probably at about 100 IQ right now, and I've only 2 questions in.
Okay, this is the.
But wait a minute. Wait. A rhinoceros is a type of elephant.
No, it's not.
You could argue
Yeah,
that,
it's in
actually.
the
I'm sympathetic to that argument.
Hear me out. It's in the elephant family. You've got the big hippos, the big boys, the big elephants, the big guys. And you got the rhinos, the
You know
big
what?
fellas.
You're winning me over because these are all large African mammals that are gray, sort of tank-like, and have really just like wild, funny-ass faces. Just
All right, yeah. So the rhinos are primarily gray. Elephants, like half of them are gray.
well, there are white rhinos too, but like they're not really white. It's just a light gray. It's really
that just died. They just do that in the factory.
Oh, actually, though, I'm checking into it. There actually aren't any white rhinos anymore. So yes,
yeah.
this is-
No, they were poorly made. They got recalled.
we need to reskin these rhinos.
Yeah.
Okay.
After all the CS:GO skin betting websites went down,
Okay.
no more white rhinos.
All right. This is your final animal. Okay.
Okay.
Now, with this animal, I guess I'm giving it. It's okay. It's not a horse, but like imagine a horse-like body. You've got 4 skinny legs, but now imagine that like the neck of the horse is elongated and its face looks super fucked up. Like if you took if you took a horse and made its face look ugly as hell, stretched out the neck, and then crucially made the body sort of big enough so that there's no saddle on top of it, but instead sort of like a I don't know, another kind of large hairy protuberance.
This test is absolutely childish.
A giraffe.
I never. That's a fucking camel.
Yeah.
I'm insulted by how fucking easy this test is. It's
I'm getting my ass kicked over here. I don't know what you're
this
talking
is-
about.
Matt,
This is an insult to everyone who's spent their life categorizing wildlife.
I don't like the insinuation that a camel is an ugly horse. That's also Western standards of beauty that I don't subscribe to personally.
Well, I'm playing the meta here. I'm going
you're
by the
right.
bias.
I mean, you're right. I mean,
That's
the way I'm describing it is culturally biased because I am looking at a camel like a sort of more absurd horse. But I mean, try to cross the desert in a horse and see how far you get.
If all it takes to not be insane is to know your wildlife, well, call me Joe Reagan.
So indeed, the animals that you are looking at are indeed a lion, a rhinoceros, and a camel.
So fucking unbelievably easy.
Okay, we're goated here. All right, here's the next one. This is less visually based. So this one has to
Okay.
do with math. Okay.
All right.
Subtract 7 from 100. Based on the result obtained, subtract 7 once again. Keep taking away 7 from the obtained result 3 times. Identify the correct series of numbers. So, let's go. Real quick.
All right. So after
give me 5 numbers in sequences of 7, subtracting from 100.
97. That's the first one.
No,
93.
93, Matt. 93.
You are trying to get committed. You are trying to get us to send you to a funny farm.
We are sectioning Matt at the end of the.
so bad. So
Okay, correct.
everyone knows
93 is the
After-
first one.
93. After 93, you're obviously going to get 86.
87.
After 86, you're obviously going to get 79, classic number. Then 72 comes next. So after 72, yeah, you're looking at 65. After 65, yeah, you know what? We're at 58.
What,
And
Felix, they
51.
haven't even
That's
they
all.
haven't even asked for 58 and 51. I feel like that was another flawless victory by
He's
Felix.
showing
Just-
off.
just rattling off how to subtract 7 from 100 and just keep going.
Yeah. If you are a financial firm out there and you need someone to deal with the number 7, I am pretty good at subtracting it from things. My base salary will be $7 million a year.
I mean,
with a bonus structure.
I have to say, I am beginning to get a little disturbed. I thought I was pretty clear about subtracting 7 from 100, and Matt's first answer was 97.
He's throwing. He wants to go to a sanitarium. He wants to live there.
It's like a Homer where he tries to get put in the old people home. Like Matt just wants to be just sort of fed all day and changed.
Yeah.
Watch TV, watch his
I
program.
think I like that.
Matt wants to go to the sanitarium you'd have in 1915.
Ooh, yeah. I'd like to get one of those yogurt and graham cracker enemas.
Yeah. Yeah. He wants to be in the movie Road to Wellville.
Yeah, that sounds great.
All right. Next question. This is sort of like an SAT analogy question. If banana is to orange equals fruit, then what does train is to a bicycle equal?
Car.
A means of transportation, or B, a road?
Fuck. I thought it was a car.
See, Matt, the key to passing these cognitive exams is waiting for the entire question to be asked before blurting out an answer.
Oh, okay.
That's actually what the test is. You know, the questions seem easy, but what the test is actually testing is how much of a cantankerous old man you are that you just sort of start answering and pestering the person administering the test with things that you're thinking of. So if banana is to orange equals fruit, then what does train is to bicycle equal? Either is it A, means of transportation, or B, a road?
A.
You are correct. It is a means of transportation. And
There you go,
see, this is
Virgil.
easy. A banana and an orange are both pieces of fruit. A train and a bicycle are not both roads. They're not, a train doesn't even go on a road. They're both means of conveyance. They're means of going somewhere. Okay, last question. Based on this quiz, can you recall what the first question was about?
That's
elephants?
very easy.
No!
It's incorrect. It's completely incorrect. It was about a clock.
Yeah, it
Yes,
was a clock one.
indeed. The first question was about time, not animals.
Ah, shit.
This
Well,
is very interesting results.
Looks like we're lobotomizing Matt.
Matt has
Dang it.
bought a one-way ticket to the funny farm, ladies and gentlemen.
I have cemented my place as the most sane member of the show.
Once again.
And Virgil has revealed the cultural biases of these, sort of cognitive exams.
Yeah, it knows very little about elephant law.
I'd say we walked away with this knowing a lot more and in a way better position than we were.
I agree.
No, we should have done this. We should do this way more often.
I would like to give way more. We'll do a personality quiz next episode, and we'll find out
All
which
right.
one of you gets to date me.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
I think I'll win that one too. I'm pretty good at these. I've always tested well.
Hey, I got one. Donald Trump passed an intelligence test. What was it? The Stanford bidet?
Just that's the sound of that passing as above my head as a plane, which is also a means of transportation.
Okay. Let me give this one a shot. I'm going to try to punch it up. Yeah, Trump especially is part of the cognitive test where he had to find the capital of Nambia Trump was so nervous for the test that he drank a full pot of kafifi beforehand.
Trump is
Banana is to orange equals small hands.
Okay, yeah, now we're fucking cooking with gas.
Trump is good at identifying animals because he enjoys having sexual intercourse with them. He likes putting his dick inside them for sexual pleasure. So there we go. We are about as functioning, mentally speaking, as the president, except for Matt, who just absolutely shat the bed on that really, really extremely easy test.
You know what? I'm fine. I'm fine with it. Whatever. Nothing to be done at this point.
As a doctor, I diagnosed Matt with cretinitis.
Sounds good. Whatever.
Just keep that grill going, buddy. You'll be fine.
Yep.
Actually, that would be a test I'd like to administer to Trump. Like, cook something on the grill.
Oh, that would
Turn on a gas oven.
Do you think he's ever? What do you think? Like the most complex thing he's ever cooked is?
He might have made a sandwich at some point in his life, but that's it.
Yeah.
I don't
but it
think
would
he's
have been
ever
like
cooked anything.
It would have been like fucked up in some way. Like,
Oh yeah,
the lettuce was too wet and it soaked the bread.
just
Something
absolutely
went wrong.
soaking wet lettuce.
I would say he's never made a sandwich. I would say the most complex thing he's done is put a packet of ketchup on a burger, and I think he fucked it up in some way, made a big mess of it.
Yeah, I don't know. I would like. Do you think Donald Trump would die if he tried to like cook a souffle?
I think it would end up like an episode of Faulty Towers.
Yeah. There would be some pratfalls.
Well, there we go. I mean, if just here's my test for the president. You got a steak, you got a Weber charcoal kettle grill, you got a bag of charcoal. Cook the steak. That's it. I would like to see what happens.
0% chance.
No, never be able to.
No, yeah, he wouldn't get it done.
I would also love to see him fire a handgun.
Into his own. No, well, just parody, joke. I'm joking, obviously.
I would love to see him make out with me. Have sexual intercourse with my asshole. Penis style.
Felix has been very baby crazy on the last few episodes. He wants Trump to dump a dairy farm inside him.
Yeah. I would love Trump to put my ovaries into overdrive. I'm
Just
ovulating,
annihilate-
Mr. President.
Annihilate your back wall.
Yeah.
Felix is
Sorry, Mr. President, my IUD poked the tip of your penis.
Felix's biological clock is ticking.
Yeah, I don't have many eggs left.
And unlike, say for instance, a lion, rhinoceros, or camel, Homo sapiens are capable of sexual reproduction at year round. There's no cycle of estrus or heat among human beings. So there's really, there's no limits here in terms of when you can put a baby in someone, be it Donald Trump or Felix Biederman.
One of my favorite apes, Genke, recently had a child.
Oh, congratulations, Mazel tov!
Congratulations.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, and
wonderful.
guess how old Genke is? 34.
There you go. It's never too late.
Yeah.
It's never too late. So congratulations to Genke, congratulations to Donald Trump, and cheers to Matt Christman for his fucked up doo-doo brain.
It's good enough for this work.